National Park, and you actually have a couple hikes you want to recommend.
I do. I love Big Bend. By the way, State Canyon of the Eagles, if you go to Colorado Bend State Park, you want to State Canyon of the Eagles, you have a nature preserve that's right there. So sliding on out. So this is where I'm taking you all the way to the border. Big Bend National Park should be on every Texan's list. It is phenomenal. It's desert and mountains, and a lot of folks don't realize that you get both of it. So I'm going to start first in the mountains. This is Lost Mine Trail. The Chisos Mountains, the entire range is confined in the park. Big Bend is huge. This hike is takes you up to it's about a 1,300-foot climb.
Wow.
That you gain with the elevation. It is 4.8 miles round trip. So you do need to be in a little bit of shape on this one.
And this you say is a 4-boot hike.
I'm going 4-boot.
So it's a little more intense.
It is a little bit more intense just because of that extreme elevation gain that you get, the 1,300 feet. Okay.
Last but not least, Santa Elena Canyon.
Oh, this one I love. I got lucky and got to go into the canyon. No one else around. I did it shortly after sunrise.
This looks like Australia to me.
It kind of does. You know, you're like, what? This is in Texas? Yes, it is in Big Bend National Park. It is just phenomenal. What you're doing is you're going along, and here I'm taking you on the beginning of the trail. You do have to cross over a creek. When I was there, it was fairly dried out, and it usually is, except for if they get some of the flooding rains. And then you kind of have to go through this area, a little bit jungle-like, and you're almost having to bushwhack a little bit. That's when you have to, what the term, when you're breaking your own trail. Then you climb up this area. You go up about 80 feet, just incredible views. As soon as you climb up, you start climbing back down to the river's edge. And it is really, you're hiking along and see where the canyon walls come together. How many boots is this? With that one, I'm going to kind of go 2.5 to 3, just because of that 80-foot climb to get you up there, and because of its remoteness. You may be the only one, like I was the only one. And of course, I was definitely keeping an eye out for everything from mountain lions to elk.
Oh, geez.
You got to keep an eye out when you're close to any kind of water source. But now, Big Bend, where you should stay, I have 2 choices for you. First of all, the Gage Hotel. It is one of the most famous hotels in Texas. It's very historic. It's a 45-room hotel, just fantastic. That's my room. That's actually the one when I stayed in. And then the other place is Lajitas. Yes.
Anything that rhymes with fajitas, I'll stay there.
This is an award-winning golf course resort that is right on the Rio Grande. It kind of takes you back, though, to the Old West. It was a trading post that dates back to the 1800s.
Oh, gorgeous.
Yeah.
Jennifer Broom, this is really cool, and I know you have a lot of other recommendations, not only from where to stay, where to eat, the gear to pack. We will make sure that people can connect with you. Take water.
You got it. Take water. Absolutely. Whether it's a bladder or a water bottle, that is #1 tip for you.
We will have tips and more info on these hikes online at our website.